Well, hello and welcome to RT Plays Games. We are on the weekend stream. It's Saturday and we are taking a look at Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game on the PC. This is a game from 2023, November 2023, from Iron Studios, or Iron Tower Studios rather. And it is a turn-based, party-based role-playing game set aboard a generation ship launched Proxima Centauri, or Proxima, I can't read today, Proxima Centauri, which is terrible because this is an RPG with a lot of text. The game features a detailed skill-based character system, multiple ways to handle quests, choices and consequences, and branching dialogue trees. I don't know how much of this is voiced, or indeed if any of it is voiced, because this is a first look. It is a CRPG as well, so think Baldur's Gate. I think the combat is turn-based. So we're going to have a quick look at the options. Video, we have proper full screen, 1440p, all the things set to ultra. Frame rate limits, that you can only do 30 or 60, which is very strange. So I've set that to no limit and turned on VSync. Audio, we've got effects, master volume, music UI, and some gameplay options there. We've got 45 field of view. I don't know, that's 45 degrees. Seems a little bit small, but we'll go with that for the time being because that is the default. Tutorials are on, always runs on. I don't know what these mean, what the ones are. We got 1.1.2, don't know. Oh, I think that must game speed for all of these. It's just that that was weirdly tabbed look. You'd have thought that that should have been tabbed there and then these ones tabbed across. So yeah, I think that's game speed for these different things. And then controls. We've got lock mouse to window. Yeah, have we got edge panning? Don't look to have any options for that. Hopefully we don't have edge panning on. But we're not using a pad for this one, so no need to invert the y-axis, even though that is the correct way to use a pad. So that out of the way, we're going to start a new game. And we have some playstyles here. Hero is the easy mode, designed to maximise your chances to win fights and reduce frustration. That sounds good. You wouldn't have to back down or worry about the odds. Instead, you'll just have a good time and kick some ass like a true hero should. If that's your preferred playstyle, then this mode is for you. Or we can do Underdog, which is the default difficulty mode integrated into the setting. Alright. The world is harsh, dying is easy, and if you aren't a hero who can easily kill everyone who stands in your way, you might have to walk away from fights you can't win, make decisions a true hero wouldn't. What? And master the combat systems to just even the odds. It's the best way to experience the game. In that case then, if it's the best way to experience the game, we're going to be underdogs. And we're going to create a new character. We have pre-made as well, so we're going to do create a new character. We can be male or female. Is that tears? Your mascara's running. No, looks like an android. Well, we don't have many choices. I quite like the mascara running person. What about the... oh, bloody hell. That is definitely a moustache. No. No. Ooh. It's Geordie LaForge, but with different colour visor. I think we're going to be that one. And we get to have a body as well, do we? So we've got skin. Hang on, what? We've chosen that one. Why is our character not look like that one? Bloody hell, yeah, we're definitely going with that face. The I'm definitely shocked and surprised face. With the Mohican. Hair colour. We want the ginger one, don't we? Be nice to know if we are actually going. I think we're going past them, so we're going to go with. Oh, that doesn't seem to work. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Yeah, that one. Tattoos. Yeah, we'll go with that. Scars. We definitely want some scars. Can we zoom in a bit more? No. Yeah, we'll have that scar. Clothing colour. Yellow, definitely. Because we're engineering colours. Yeah, we can't see our gloves. Oh. We can be zoomed out or zoomed in. That's the character for us. Perfect. Looks nothing like our little plate there, but oh well. We've got 16 available points here to put on our stats, which is nice, isn't it? It's always nice to have some options. We can do strength, constitution, dexterity, perception, intelligence, and charisma. So it does look kind of D&D based. It's not directly D&D based, it's certainly D&D inspired. So I think we're going to go with a bit of intelligence here. Constitution will increase a little bit, I think. Perception will also put it. Charisma we'll do some strengths, dexterity, one more constitution, and one more point to spend. I think we'll put another point into intelligence. So we've got 4 available points for skills. I think we want to go with computers. And we'll go for some persuasion. And we'll go for a lockpick. One more. Should we... we've got... base 16 on that. The state of electronics on the ship ranges from disrepair to ruin. You'll never run out of things to fix. So I think we're gonna... we'll go in the science area. So we've got 1 available points for feats as well. Critical thinker, each skill level, critical chance of plus 1%. Slow metabolism, stim duration, plus 1 turn, death timer, plus 1. That might be useful. We'll go for that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Tough bastard. HB plus 10. No. Second wind on kill. Ooh. Now that could be useful, more so than that. I think we're going to go with second wind. And our name is Trident. So let's go with that. I am... oh, do I? Where's my unspent stat points then? Zero. I don't see any stat points I haven't spent. Tag. Oh. Is it because we haven't ticked these? Yeah. Okay, so that gives us +2 on each of those. So maybe we should go for weapon skill as well then. With rifles. Yeah. That wasn't very clear. Let's go with that. It is the year of our Lord, 2754. You will never feel the sun's warmth under a blue sky, never hear the wind in the branches of a tree, and never swim in the ocean because you had the misfortunes to be born on a ship. You have never seen Earth, and you will never see Proxima Centauri either. You don't know. We might find a robot body that we can put our conscience into. Your past and your future both sacrificed by some dim and nameless ancestor to the greater good of the mission. Starfarer, they call her a pretty name for a retrofitted interplanetary freighter. She had already been 20 years in service when she was rechristened and showing every minute of it. No one is certain the ship will actually reach its destination, and nobody much cares, since no one alive now will live to see it. Fatalism is the prevailing philosophy of the shipborne. Make the best life you can and consign all of your what-ifs and might-have-beens to the void. Answer a few questions to define your character's beliefs and opinions while learning more about the ship. Yes, we will. Bloody hell, that's a big wall of text. The ship was launched by a neo-Christian conglomerate dedicated to establishing a religious colony on a distant world. The original 50,000 passengers, the so-called first generation, not the next generation, were true believers in the mission. They sacrificed whatever lives they had on Earth and demanded strict obedience of the laws of God on the ship from their children. Unfortunately, this generation that followed lacked their forebears' fervent will to sacrifice. Good on them. Dissatisfaction led to open revolts against authorities called the Mutiny, and the mutiny metastasized into a civil war. While the mutineers dealt a decisive blow to the old order, they did not eradicate it completely. When the fires died and the smokes finally dissipated, 3 factions emerged from the wreckage of the old order: the protectors of the mission, the Brotherhood of Liberty, and the Church of the Elect. Each of them promising their own visions of the future. Well, we're gonna do the Brotherhoods of Liberty, I think. So no, it definitely wasn't a mistake. The mutineers did the right thing. Why should the shipborne blindly bow to the edicts of the centuries' dead ancestors? Yes. In fact, we would go on to say, tyrants have always been justified in their decisions with noble motives, but they care about his power. That power rightfully belongs to the people. Death to tyrants. Death to tyrants indeed. The ship suffered extensive damage during the Civil War, but remains operational. That's lucky then. Radiation increases in places to lethal levels, and several areas remain dangerous to this day. You've always thought that the mutants are an abomination in the sight of God. These mutants prove themselves useful by taking care of the reactor, who's better exposed to radiation than those already affected by it. We are all God's children, even those with webbed fingers and deformed faces. In saving the ship, they saved the world as we know it. The debt can never be repaid. If anything, we need to embrace the possibility of mutations as our critical survival and exchange. That's pretty bang on, I would say. We're going with that one. The place you called home is known as the Pit, and to some more affectionately as the Free City. Calling towers of containers rising from the depths of the cargo hold a city is a bit of a stretch. And so is the other half of it. With no kind of law or government, freedom mostly means you're free to kill or be killed. On the plus side, housing is cheap and keeping an overhead. Well, housing is cheap, is it? Okay. As far as you're concerned, true freedom means being free from laws passed down by your supposed betters. Some kind of rules are necessary, or else we would descend into anarchy. Well, it sounds like you're already in anarchy. I mean, if you haven't got any leaders, that is essentially what anarchy is. If freedom means living in an interplanetary shipping container and sleeping with a gun under your pillow, these pit dwellers can keep it. Personal freedom is a luxury now. We are going to... I think we want to be free from laws. From our supposed betters. The ship is en route to Proxima B, an Earth-like planet orbiting Proxima Centauri. After launch, a deep space probe transmitted a highly detailed image of the surface, which revealed one minor setback. This very habitable world is already inhabited. Oh dear. Since the voyage is estimated to take close to 400 years as possible, by the time the ship arrives, the colonists will encounter a mature civilization corresponding to Earth's late and Middle Ages. In that case, we'll make every effort within reason to accommodate the savages, setting aside clearly demarcated zones for them to pursue their own lives. We must make every effort to live in harmony with the new world's native sons and daughters. We will learn all we can from them. I think we'll learn to live in harmony. And inevitable happens in the dark and challenging times. Some people turn to God for reassurance. Surely, if you've spotted people on another world, that kind of breaks your whole religion thing. The Church of the Elect rejected both the protectors of the mission and the Brotherhood of Liberty. As worldly fools distracted by politics and their own egos, teaching the adherents that they were chosen by God. The Church frames the journey of the ship as a centuries-long test of faith. We all face a series of difficult trials, yes, but with a very definite end. You see, if they had all the money to build this ship, you have to wonder where they got that money from. Because wasn't the whole thing about religion, Christianity, you don't need all the worldly goods. So, religion is the opium of the people. It doesn't matter if God exists, doesn't. People need to believe in something bigger than themselves. No, they don't. Faith has always been mankind's greatest strength and divine... No, I very much disagree with that one. Honour. He who... Yeah, right, we're going with religion as the opium of the people. The Protector's one truth is the mission. And the sole way to ensure successful completion of the mission is to follow the old ways. No, it's not. Instead of embracing the future, protectors are clinging to the long gone past, the problem, not the solution. The protectors should be more flexible if they want to attract more people to their cause. Yeah. Instead of embracing the future, the protectors are clinging to the long gone past. The Brotherhood was formed to liberate the people from the shackles of the ship authority. Their first sally, which the fossils of the old world call mutiny, did not completely achieve the aim. However, the Brotherhood was successful in establishing themselves as a significant power in the new order. Unfortunately, the Brotherhood's subsequent attempts to complete their emancipation of the enslaved, whenever they may be, ran into unexpected obstacles. Not only did the people refuse to cooperate in this noble mission, they often violently resisted. Fools! Sometimes even chose the protectors of the church over their own best interests. To survive, we must evolve, and the Brotherhood is merely an agent of change that drives this evolution. He who fights monsters should look at it that way. Himself does not become a monster. Yeah, I think he who fights monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. We don't want to be monsters, do we? Your beliefs and opinions may change or evolve over the course of the game as you interact with factions, groups and various individuals. Keep in mind that actions speak much louder than words, and that saying one thing and then doing another won't fool people for very long. We will begin our adventure. And we are loading. Chapter 1. The Pit. Ever since you were a kid, this has been your home, a sprawling heap of vacant cargo containers slowly getting filled up with those who couldn't afford to stay in the habitat or needed to get away from its bosses and factions. Out here, folks have lived free and died fast, with those who survive earning their keep by either diving into the wreckage of mission control and bring back valuable relics of the past, or figuring out a way to make money off the fools who do the diving. From the day it sprang up like a patch of mould on this rich substrate, the pit had been overshadowed by Jonas Redford, the canny, cagey son of a bitch who planned its first spike. The de facto mayor of a town with no government, Jonas holds the court in the promised land. The pit's only brothel and the base of operations for his network of thugs and whores. But as the pit has grown, Jonas' seat at the top has gotten shakier. When the Brotherhood of Freedom threatened to annex the town, concerned citizens banded together and hired the regulators, a mercenary gang led by Jeremiah Braxton. These are all very religious names, aren't they? To keep the Brotherhood out. But now, as Braxton's gunmen swagger under the neon lights, some folks have started wondering about whether it's time for the pit to get a little law and order, and whether Braxton might be the right man to wear a sheriff's star. We open our eyes to a grey hall metal ceiling, one panel of which flickers yellow, indicating day shift. You overslept, not that it matters. With a grunt, you roll your stained mattress and open the window. To let some fresh air in. Like everything else around here, fresh is relative. The ship does its best to recycle air and water, but cargo holds aren't high on her priority list. You breathe in metal and burning oil. Nice. And look up. 4 of the bridge's 6 projectors are still operational, shining duly down on the container towers of Cargo Hold 3, better known as the Pit, the Free City. Well, there we go then. We will continue. The elevator... Oh, that is new text there. Calling the Pit a city is a bit of a stretch, but so is calling this reddish-brown liquid water. The red water is supposed to be clear and cities are supposed to be big. But no shipborne has ever seen either. Maybe in another 100 years, water will look and taste like oil, and people will be talking about the good old days. And it was the colour of rust and tasted refreshingly bitter and tangy. That kind of optimism that keeps you going. The elevator crawls up a groove in the cargo's hold, like a black steel bug that's worn a path travelling to the bridge and back. It's time to get up and earn a few credits, but first we need a drink. For the last few years I've been doing odd jobs for Tanner, a local hustler with a nose for making money. He's never tried to screw you over, which is pretty close to being virtuous in this town. Still, the first things for everything. Whiskey Jack is added to the map. Meet Tanner nearby in a bar called Whiskey Jack. Don't forget your gun. You never know when it might come in handy. We want a crude bolt-action pipe rifle and a utility bar. Good. Apartments for rent, no vacancies. It's definitely dystopian. The Church of the Elect. We have Camp Tower. Medbay. We've got some kind of doctor at least. Honest Abe's. Anybody has to put honest on their store definitely isn't. Cole's Gadgets. Whiskey Jack, there he is. That's what we need to go for. Can we just click there? Are you going to pathfind for us? Yeah. It's home comfort quality furniture. That's as much as we can zoom in. I guess we'll talk to Jack. What can I get you? The bartender has spotted you looking over the assortment of unlabeled plastic gallon jugs, each with its own unappealing liquid and some shade of brown. Got gut water, rat poison, high voltage, fire water, and absolution. I think I want... Well, I want absolution. Special on the rat poison right now. Every third round is free for as long as you're able to drink it. I didn't want rat poison, I wanted absolution. The ship provides the basics of human survival: recycled air, recycled water, end tabs, recycled nutrients, and minerals pressed into chewable tablets. They taste like cardboard, but they're free. Those who desire the finer things in life, like synthetic meat with a side of algae, have to pay. Because the forefathers disapproved the drink, the ship was never configured to provide alcohol, but the law of supply and demand supersedes the dictates of religion, and everyone's favourite vice is widely available. Each bar has its own secret recipe. The wise drinker prefers to leave it a secret. The bartender gives you a nod as he sets a beaten alloy mug on the bar and fills it with a black, oily liquid. You carefully take a first sip, fighting your body's instinctive rejection of poison, and wait for the familiar warmth to spread through you. After a few moments, the world is a slightly better place. Any work around here? Well, since you ask, there's this fella, owes me money. Just about everyone in this area. The name is Jediah Walker, but he just goes by Jed. Balance owed is 1,200 credits, including interest. If you manage to collect, you'll get 250 credits. How does that sound to you? Jedi Walker definitely isn't any kind of Jedi that I know. The name sounds familiar. Jed Walker. I can tell you he runs his mouth faster than he runs up a tab, and that's saying something. Jed claims he has travelled the ship from stern to stern and made deals with every type of merchant, fanatic and scout, known to the void. How such a wild, wise entrepreneur ended up living in a rusted out container furnished with discarded packing material is a mystery to me. But I just serve him liquor. That's a lot of liquor if he's owes you 1,200 credits, mate. Probably should have stopped him after, you know, the... How much does it cost? £3? The 400 drink. But I just served him liquor. Never claimed to be one of the big brains around here. So where can I find him? Ask around Camp Town, start with the local bars. Well, this is a local bar, isn't it? Not very helpful. Oh, that was zoomed right in. How can we zoom right in now? Well, it wouldn't let us do that before. So what other bars have we got then? The Promised Land, that sounds like... No, actually it doesn't sound like a bar, but we'll go here anyway. Let's go and have a look what's in the Promised Land. I think I can probably tell. Oh, it's a bar. Well, let's talk to the Caleb bloke then. Welcome to the Promised Land, says the bartender, pouring you a fluorescent drink. First round's on the house. Been here long? Too long if you ask me. Maybe it's time to head back to the habitat. What's it like, the habitat? Different things to different people. If you think the mission's more important than anything else, you'd feel right at home in the Protectorate. And the shenanigans wouldn't bother you none. You might even be leading that parade. But if it's freedom you crave above all else, then you won't find a finer place than the pit. Then why do you think you're moving back? Too much freedom? Truth be told, I won't mind some stability. I've had to join a club to enjoy it, so yeah, that not overly helpful, mate. Steal 4 the pick. Oh. I reckon we can pickpocket them ones then. Can't pickpocket any of these people. Any more bars around it? Oh, what are you doing? Just stood there without moving. Main Street, 0 tolerance. Doesn't look like there's anything out here. Born Free. Fuck the habitat. Fuck Earth. I mean, it's a planet. It's going to be quite difficult to fuck. I would have thought, but you know, perhaps it didn't mean it literally. I don't know if we want to go into the Church of the Elect. Camptown. Let's go to Camptown then. See if we can go to Camptown. It's going to let us. Where's my character? Are you still walking? Ah, there we go. Ah, we did walk all the way through there. Good. Old Earth Emporium. Synthetic meat. Courts in session. General store. Place your bets. And that's a gambling place. Hit and kill. The finest shotgun cartridges. Jobs must own a gun. Now there's a bar. Let's go and talk to him. And Boone's Moonshine as well. Haven't seen you here before, says the bartender. He sets a beaten alloy mug on the bar and fills it with black oily liquid. Drink! We're going to be well plastered at this rate. They keep on giving us drinks for free. You take a careful first sip. Fight anybody? Yeah, alright, we've gone through that bit before. And the world is still a better place, apparently. Well, that wasn't very helpful either, was it? What about you, Bertie Moonshine? Is this costing us any money? Welcome to Boone's Moonshine, says the bar. Oh, there we go, look. I'm looking for Jed Walker. Jed's a bit of a wanderer, but last I heard he was staying at the new housing block down the street. Can't miss it, rectangular design called olive green with rust trim. Forest Muse, I think it's called. Anything you can tell me about him? I can tell you he runs his mouth faster than he runs up a tab, but that's the same thing the other bloke said. In fact, it's almost exactly the same thing. Are you his brother? So... somebody else wanting to fuck the habitat, and somebody else wanting to fuck Earth. Can't seem to go to any of these places. What did it say? It was green, didn't they? Lockpick to open it. Well, let's see if we can go here. At least the pathfinder is pretty good. Talk to the Chief Justice. No, I don't want to do that. We can't talk to these people. Can't talk to them. Or them. What does that say there? That says outskirts. Can we go in there? Yeah, open. A dark-skinned man in his 40s reclining on the two back legs of a one-piece injection molded plastic chair. That's quite a lot of... I don't see anybody reclining on any chair, do you? He's standing up. He's balancing on a full-barrel shotgun on his knee. What? Well, he's not, though, is he? Your text is saying something different to your graphics. The fuck do you want, he asks, raising the bore of his weapon a little less than an inch. Clearly this conversation is going nowhere. Kill him before he kills you. You owe 1,200 credits. Well, he does. I mean, that's a fact. What about it, says Jed, obviously annoyed, but since he's already aiming the shotgun at your head, isn't sure how to express it. I'm here to collect it. Girl, take yourself a quick look around. Anything here you can shift for 1,200 credits is all yours. I'll take the shotgun. Look, I'm not here to give you a hard time, but I'd like to help you square away your debt. But if you're going back empty-handed, as soon as you fall asleep, 4 odd boys are going to come down here and close the account for good. Look, I don't have the money, but you really want to help me. I know one way to clear 2 grand minimum, but I can't do it alone. I'm listening. Ever heard of Black Will? His parents named him what God will, but he shortened it to Will. A little later, some of the folks tacked on the rest when they saw what kind of man he was. I heard he was somewhere in the factory. How did you? You didn't even know who he was a second ago. Yeah, he was, but Blackwell wore out his welcome. Right now he's laying low, conveniently close by. Yeah, very convenient. There are 2 more with him, at least half as black as Will, but if you back me up, me and you can do this, town. A little favour and settle my debt. All for an afternoon's work. What do you say? Yeah, my afternoon's wide open. Let's get ready then. I'll wait for you here. What? Do you mean you wait for me here? I'm already ready, Eddie. As ready as I'll ever be. How do you want to play it? You follow Jed, shoddily assembled warehouse, 4 containers wheeled together. The inner walls cut away to form a bigger interior. Like a magic trick, he produces an access card and swipes it in magnetic lock. How do you want to play it? I think we'll never underestimate the power of persuasion. Go through the door. Jed! You show up here, you best brought me what I asked for. He scrambles to draw his gun, you backstabbing bastard. I wouldn't advise that, friend. Captain Braxton doesn't take attacks on the regulators kindly, especially when he's offering the hand of friendship. You, regulator, defend yourself. Right, so this is combat for the first time, so... Can we zoom in? We can zoom in. There's a thug behind us. But we're facing that way. What about you? 60% of chance of hitting the head. You know, I think you can't aim for the... No, but look, they're going to go first as well. I think we'll shoot in. How do we do this then? Place your characters on the battlefield. And click the start combat button. Can we turn you around? Ouch. Okay. So now it's my turn, is it? Well, that didn't do much, did it? We've got no ammunition, really. Can we reload then? Reload. Double shot. Aimed. Regular shot. Well, these do the same amount of damage, look. That costs 4 AP, that's 8 AP. And that does the same, but that's 6 AP. That's a double shot. Okay, have we got enough points for that? Where's our action points? We've got 7 action points, I think. And there's only a 34% chance to hit him from that distance, is there? We're down to 1 action point. So if we end our turn, is that going to end it for just him? Yeah, alright. I kind of get that. Right, so it's Fodette's turn now. We can do a headshot. That's 11 action points though. We've got 13 action points. That's 7. So that does... Well, it only does 11 to 14 damage again. And that does the same. And 65% chance to hit. Well, we'll shoot in then. You don't have enough action points? How do I not have enough action points? We have no ammunition. And turn them. This isn't going terribly well at the moment. Regen. Can we do that? Use an experimental rapid cellular regeneration compound. It healed us for 7 health points. 7. This game feels a little bit unfair. And we have to reload as well because we don't have any ammunition at the moment. Look, 0 of 2. That's going to cost us 3 action points, which will then leave us with 5 action points, which won't be enough, I think, to do a... No, it's 4. No, so we won't. Oh, we will. We'll have 5 left. Alright, well, let's shoot him. We don't have enough action points, but we've got 5 action points. Ah, there we go. He's down to 26 health now. He's going to be so dead next turn. For that, what have you got? Have you got ammunition? No, because apparently that only shoots 1 round of ammunition at a time, and it costs 2 action points to reload. It's going to cost 7 action points to shoot him. And it did what? Eight damage. We've got 4 action points left, which is not enough to do anything apart from... I think we can reload for next time. We'll do that and we'll end our turn. Missed. And you're dead. I suspect we're going to be dead next. Well, in fact we can shoot, but we can't apparently. Can we shoot? There's just no point, is there? Out of range. Uh-huh. Out of range. You can't aim and fire point blank. We did 4 damage. Our gun did 4 damage. 4. And now we're staggered as well. Oh, bloody hell, look at that. Well, we'll run over here. Oh, we're going to get shot with... And we missed. We missed. Did we? We missed, apparently. And now we have 2 action points left. So this is the bit where we die, I suspect. Oh, no. We might even last an extra round. Now we can't actually run anywhere. So we can't even fight now. Great. Yeah, well, we can't shoot anybody because we're too close. Can we change our weapon? There's that inventory. There. Oh, how can we use that then? Switch. Aha, there we go. Let's whack him on. Apparently we've only got a 6% chance to hit somebody right next to us with our utility bar. which costs 7 action points. Jed is dead. We're going to be dead soon. Oh, now we're dead. Fantastic. Your adventure ends before it begins. You die where you were born, in the small container town in the cargo hold 3. Your dreams to see the world, or at least get out of the damn cargo hold, die with you. Your body will go on, shoved into the nearest bio-recycler to feed the thousands of others still living aboard the ship. Well, there you go. I think, in terms of combat, this game is really weighted way against you. I mean, that was the first combat we'd gotten into, and we died within 4 rounds. Because we didn't really have an awful lot of tactical options to use there. We had 3 against 2, they had initiative. And they were doing an awful lot more damage to us than we were to them. So, quite unforgiving. I quite like the environment and everything. I think if I'm going to play this, I'd probably play it on the lower difficulty level, because I think that was just a bit ridiculous. The problem is with things like games like this is that you probably skill up quite quickly as well, and then you'll be overpowered. So I don't know, it's a difficult call to make on that one. But this is selling at the moment for £25 on Steam sale, because it is the Steam sale at the moment. So I don't know, I think I'd probably be more tempted just to buy Baldur's Gate 3, because that game is fantastic. But that can also be unforgiving at times as well, so it is just a matter of learning the systems. But that is all from me for today. I should be back again tomorrow with another game from my pile of shame. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant Saturday, and I shall see you later.